It's Week 13 of the NFL, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Packers and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Toronto Ball Club as they enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
This one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a former Florida Gator at quarterback Kyle Trask.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes
Two
last week.
touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And they'll begin by running the option. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Trask to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, be jumpy, but sorry, Bob. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And I like his honesty because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game.
They won.
Yeah, what I loved about it is when he told us about the defense, kind of corralled him in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 82 yards and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal, and this is one sport where...
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Huskies on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try to put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Off the option, it's Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trask now on the option right. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And they needed to be because the game is a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Trask going to do it himself. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Trask. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Trask. Wide open receiver, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Setting to throw. Here's Trask. Drops it to Jones in the flat. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On third down, Trask. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him try to come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got it to Patterson complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking because they want to spread the wealth and move the ball around. And they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch or a little flare out of the backfield. But this time, they sent him downfield. He's able to make a big play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Huskies add 6 to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Trask. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Trask. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Trask from the gun on 3rd down. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he goes out right around the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. 2nd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, it's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll try to throw now. Trask. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
He's airing it out for Williams, and that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2nd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they bring their punter out there now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A first down throw for Trask. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trask. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's Trask. Completes it to the fullback hand. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 3. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Huskies will extend their lead here just before halftime. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after here coming up. And it's 21-3. So that drive, 4 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where you see the final score there. Miles Sanders, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, it's off to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home, Raymond James Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Buccaneers have already been eliminated from playoff contention, but they do get a rare victory to push them to 3-9. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, on the other side, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And some of his highlights here from this game, he's nearing 100 yards, partner.
And defense have worked so hard at how to try to slow down tight ends. It was a lot easier, partner, in the old days because they just lined up on the line of scrimmage, either put a defensive end or a linebacker over them and tried to body them so they couldn't get off the line of scrimmage easy.
And now?
Now, when they split out, detach from the line of scrimmage, you put a linebacker out there, they're often too elusive for them, shake them, get to the secondary too easily before someone else can try and pick them up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Off the option, it's Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. To throw is Trask. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there on third down.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare as well, because they spend all week preaching about the need to wrap up and make sure tackles. But what a letdown here, and it winds up costing them big, big yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patterson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. Now 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he returns this to the 22.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Trask to throw it.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Trask. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Off the play fake. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You got it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done. On now is the punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Off the option, it's Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Setting to throw. Here's Trask. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st down, it's Harrison. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrison. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Takes it at the 7. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Trask.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. From the gun, Trask.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Trask.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Trask again.
Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Now the try here for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. First down, Trask. And this is caught by Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Trask. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. To throw on 2nd and 10. Trask. Under pressure, Trask, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense, and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you use the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from the defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then got back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Huskies are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. First down throw for Trask. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Trask. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Trask. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Huskies are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the foot.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack on first down, Trask. This is caught by Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Trask now. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrison, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Toronto, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.